What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? Smudge, how you doing? We are back at it. A little break from the PoE grind for a little DD2 grind. Did I already grab that? No, I did not. See what we get today. Another pet egg. Pet egg yesterday as well. All right. Gonna go Dryad today. Aramir has been doing Dryad resets, and you can just go with one tree if you super stack the range, and then bring everything else together here with it. Let's get these guys invited. Anyway, how's everybody going today? Did Aramir get into? Send him another invite. Gargoyles do attack flyers, but they have crazy, crazy short range. I don't play the Barb. It's the same as any other hero damage buff build, though. All the same stuff. Alright, looks like we good to go. Your cloak uptime should be past 100%. It's only like a tenth of a second off ungilded. If you gilded that, it should definitely be 100%. The Merc build's pretty much done. I need, I'm looking for a healthy power for gloves, and then I'm done with the Merc. So I don't want to re-roll it, because it's going to cost me more to re-roll than those usually sell for. Get like an extra second. Yeah, so your uptime should definitely be 100%. I don't have mine gilded yet. It's literally like milliseconds if you look at the timer. They're just getting back from, I don't even know if they're back yet from Holiday Little Magic Hat. So there's been no word of anything. I really hope they don't. I mean, even in its current state, it's still not as much DPS as a hero can put out. So there's, you know, I hope they leave it alone. I haven't really changed much from that original one, Sithic, but I do plan on doing another one, yeah. Like a final. It's poo-poo and endgame, so it's not hurting anyone. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so we are on 302. Let's get it. It's awesome. The pet builds are awesome. I mean, like I said, it's just not as powerful as a hero. So, I mean, I would love to see more pet builds come into play, you know? It's not near as powerful as a hero is. So we're going to go Nimbus heavy today, I believe. Nimbus is just such a good AP reset defense. Like, if you were only going to set one defense up on your alt, the Nimbus would be an incredible one to do. You get a bunch of 10s? Or did you get not enough 10s? So what do we do here? Do we do 2 stacks or 1 stack? Oh, you got good 10s. Well, for high onslaught, you don't use either, Kaiser, but the Nimbus is good because it's higher single target damage. I mean, it doesn't make the dragons bad. You know, dragons are very, very usable. Yep. What do we got? Oh, we needed something here, huh? Or is that covering it all? What do we got left? We got enough for that, and need 10 more juices. Or Aramir's just mowing that one. Mopping the parking lot with that booty. Like 500 million gold worth? Holy crap, man. That's some serious luck. Nothing wrong with having a little luck, that is for sure. Yeah, some serious hacks. I haven't gotten a 10 out of 10 in like 3 days now. Two days, 3 days, something like that. It's been too damn long. That is for sure. Already now accepting premium 10 out of 10 mods. You can keep all your gobsplosions and anti-skellies for yourself, but everything else goes to Artie. Well, if you have an alt running at the same time, you're guaranteed a legendary chest, so you're getting more legendaries, which means you're getting more mods overall dropping. Is the deal there, little magic cat? I mean, as far as on the alt, that's just an RNG thing, of course. It's because you neglect him. Poor alt. In certain tiers, it's really good, Kale. It's a trap, so you don't want to throw it in front of cyborgs or frost orcs. But yeah, it's a really good defense. Its only downside is it's got super small range. Even if you get to the range cap, it's still real small. What's going on there, Peace Poo? How you doing? Ugly Huntress. Is there such a thing as an ugly Huntress, little Magic Hat? Wow. You got a lot of... The mods were just flowing, huh? That's lucky, Aramir. Aramir's got the hacks. He's secretly a chromatic employee, and they enable fat loots. It's a line of code. If player Aramir exists, enable fat loots. Neo, huh? I'll just no comment that one, Artie. Happy New Year to you too, there, little Magic Hat. Juice Barbs. My barb is named Ew with like 5 W's. EWWWWW or something like that. And then I'll have to change my mercenary's name to Not Barb. Call him Best Boy. Oh no. I just don't like that there's something so broken in the game that hasn't been balanced since the day it came out. But more so, I'm just not a fan of melee for the most part. And it's jealousy. My hunter wants offhand. Oh shoot, did I invite everybody? I don't know. It's offhand jealousy is what it is. I don't really dislike the barb. At this point, it's just a meme. I just don't enjoy playing it personally. perfect. I can play it, and it's not the Barb. It's the Barb players that did it to me, not the Barb himself. I just want my Dungeon Defenders to be a tower defense game. I don't want it to be everybody stand and spawn on their Barbs game. Merc got to get that back surgery. Oh, yeah. No 10s on the alt. I think the deal with there is just, considering I like the tower defense aspect of the game, and the Merc has towers. What's going on, Mango Man? How you doing? That is the main decider for me. All right. What did we do here? I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Just getting my grind on a little bit. Try to get some crafting materials and reroll tokens. That pet ability is so funny. Absolutely love it. Friendly ghost. He is extra friendly. He's just trying to give out hugs. That's all it is. Little magic cat. Just trying to give hugs. Hey, those baddies had it coming. Like, what the heck is that bubble over there? And I see Aramir's on his hotness. A little premature on the pet burstage. It's the same. How many tokens you get doesn't change per tier like that. I think I might finally go ahead and set up try out that mod, the Werewolf mod. Put it on a medallion and go with mass destruction and see what happens. Yeah, empowering claws. I don't know. Reading the text, it doesn't seem like it would be wonderful, but I got one. Might as well try it out, right? For subscribing there, Tricky. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, the math doesn't add up on it. It definitely doesn't seem very good. The thing is using Werewolf as an actual wall setup. It does so well, you know. It's hard to want to do anything else with it. Well, that's the thing is you can move, like if you set your werewolf wall up, you can move that around to several different walls. Like you can even use the same relic on a training dummy, and you lose the mod, of course, because there's no point, you know, no point in having a raid on it. But it's still quite usable. Maybe get me some mystic walls going again at some point. I used to use those all the time. Keep it, little magic cat, because it's not going to sell for very much, I wouldn't think. I would just keep it. If it ever gets changed or rebalanced at all, then you'll have, you know, you'll have one. You just don't see that mod on very many people's shopping lists, you know? Oh, maybe. I love that pet ability. I really do like it. Bud Daddy Gaming, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? I wish it had a little bit faster cooldown. Yeah, I'm curious to see. You know, Seas of Dragonfall. There better be a seahorse, or there's going to be criminal charges pressed. It'll be our second sea-related Dungeon Defenders 2 update with no seahorse. That would be just serious criminal behavior. octopus pet would be cool as hell. My God, man. The loading is out of control. I'm not against having 2 pets, you know? Got a bullet sponge laying here too. I guess the Nimbus will handle that though, won't it? What else we got? Not gonna be good up there, you think? Roller, roller. Underwater on the new map. Little Aquanos. Little Aquanos. I don't know, man. They haven't put Aquanos in by now. I don't think they're gonna. But I mean, come on. Needs Aquanos. Yeah. Oh shit. How the hell, dude, make it around the corner? Hell yeah, I need the shard tab. What's up, Acidic Chaos? Doing some, doing a little alt AP resets with Aramir. That's the worst part about losing. Having to restart the dang wave. Where did that come from? Oh, it had to have come from there, huh? Oh, did I not put anything up there? I never put anything up there at all. That explains why we had so much DU. I put the tree for it. Oops. Just bought yourself the Defender Pass, wondering would you be level 1 if you thought I'd be able to finish it? Yeah, it'll still be around for a long while. So, I mean, if you're playing regularly, you'll have no problem finishing it. Make sure you're doing your dailies and weeklies too, because those have quite a bit of Defender Pass progress. Do a Chaos 9 Expedition first. For your first reset, you don't have to do Onslaught at all, Tangy Rex. As long as you do a minimum of a Chaos 9 Expedition first, you're good. Let's see, we can just add a little more here. Tandem Strike is used on every booster. I mean, it's really, really good. Like, I keep it on the Adept, and then if I'm only boosting on my Countess, I'll keep it on, put it on my Countess too. But it's sitting on my Adept right now. Or Initiate Adept, listen to me. My Initiate. I got Adept on the brain because Aramir rolling around with that anime skin on. Yeah, I mean, you would use it where you would use it. You know, where would you use something like that? It would be on a boost build, and nobody does boost builds except in survival. So that's where it's used. But I mean, every high survival push has got that in it just about. Thinking of using it with a Fight Me Not Squire. No. Ideally, you want to have the correct mods, but they definitely don't have to be all 10s to beat Chaos 9. You'll want a mod and a shard in every spot, but gilded shards and 10 out of 10 mods are not required. I mean, gilded shards will save you a bunch of money if you're doing it without an alt. Just add them in down there. Just got back after 3 months, got a lot of stuff, but you don't know why your towers and your heroes are low health and damage. There was a stat squish. All the enemies' health is low as well. So your defenses and heroes do hit for 10% of the damage, and enemies have 10% of the health, so you should, in the majority of content, you'll notice no difference at all. Yeah, it's like when I log onto my Xbox account. I log onto my Xbox account, it's in a complete disarray. There's no difference. Exact same game. Xbox has that exclusive shard. But, pardon me. Besides that, no difference at all. Going good. Going good. How you doing? Man, I finally did that. Last night I got that Abyss strat going. I tell you, man, this mobs get so tanky in that. They got the exclusive mount and the duped items. Well, I mean, Xbox has got duped items. PC has got relics with 999,999. Everybody's got their hackery. I tried the Hydras and they're really, really strong, even on a Guardian. But the problem is if you're doing that Abyss strategy, they don't stay alive. I mean, they'll stay alive for a while, but if you get a really, really good juiced up run with, like, say 6,000 wisps, there's a good chance you're going to lose a Hydra on that run. It's weird too, man. Like the amount of single target damage. Yeah, I gotta animate Guardian. The amount of single target damage I'm putting out is really good. Like bosses and all just melt. But it doesn't feel super strong against really, really like a juiced up, delirious map. It doesn't feel great. It's like everything is a meat shield. I'm gonna try that that Guardian of Enormity later on tonight. I looked at it in POB. It adds like 20 million DPS. The deal is you lose all you go from 20 summon raging spirits to 6. But you gain a mountain of DPS in return. So I don't know if it's worth it. But, you know, it'll be a 2 divine test or whatever to try it out. Resets are not a factor in that, Tangy Rex. You just want to be Chaos 8. Chaos 8 or higher. I wonder, too, if it's worth it doing the making the maps delirious there, Hercules. Because it adds so much cost to each run. And it makes it is more loot, it seems like, but Jesus, man, the maps take so long to run. It's like even, you know, with 50 million DPS, the maps just take forever to run. It's like everything's a complete meat shield, you know? Yeah, I've been really digging it. I'm still debating. I wish there was a way that I could make an alt and not have to go through the campaign again. What do we got? Fire chip. Boo! I mean, we'll save it, but Where on earth am I ever going to use it? It is fun seeing the loot explosions. I had one crazy stack of Gilded Scarabs drop last night, but I just didn't get anything. It just felt like I didn't get anything, you know? Thanks for following there, Cheeseburger Tommy. It's funny too because like you roll into, like, I haven't done Maven yet this league, but you roll into like the Uber Elder fight and they just melt. But then you go into a delirious, you know, you can even take it down to like tier 11, go into a delirious tier 11 with 6,000 juice plus scarabs, and everything is a complete meat shield that takes forever, you know? It's definitely, you know, I mean, the people that are doing this, that are really farming it out, what build are they doing? Because just getting through the enemies is just quite a chore. And then you get a run with good mutators. That's the other bad part about the minions, is you get a run with good mods on it, and you accidentally nuke the Spire with your Raging Spirits, and then you lose, you know, you lose the opportunity for all that investment. Because when you're talking, you know, 4 Gilded Scarabs, plus making the map delirious, plus all the rerolls, I mean, that's a big cost per map, you know? It's like what? Like a Divine every 2 maps? Every 2 or 3 maps? Just in the cost in running it. And you do something stupid and you nuke the Spire before it can spawn all the things, and it's like instant facepalm. Yeah, I guess it depends on what scarabs you're running. I've been doing divination, uniques, abyss, and then I'm spec'd into the boxes, strong boxes now, so I'm doing strong boxes. Are you getting that much back? Wow. Are you making the maps delirious? That, it feels like to me that's what adds a big chunk of the cost, making the maps delirious. I've got that too. I don't know, it's been fun. I just wish it wasn't so painful. I wish it wasn't so painful to level an alt. I mean, obviously, this far into the league, I could have my alt completely decked and make it through the campaign in a few hours. But it's a few hours I don't want to spend, you know? Seven mirrors invested. That's crazy, dude. I will never see gear like that. Gear like that will never happen to me. You will never find the 10 out of all the 10 out of 10s you need, Tangy. Re-rolling is just part of the game. It depends on, like, I try not to re-roll armor mods, because a lot of times you can end up investing more into the roll than it would cost to just buy it from another player. But as far as, like, defense rate, you know, some of the big anti-mods, anti-melee or controller or whatever, I mean, you can roll 2 to 3, or probably 3. You can roll almost 3 of those in the cost it would just to buy one of them from another player. So those are kind of a no-brainer to roll, you know. I spend too much time in the hideout, but I like crafting. I'll sit there and spam augments or whatever for days. What's going on there, Liquid Raven? What up, what up? I should try to craft something really good, because I've got so much of the fodder currencies and so many essences and so much delve stuff and everything else. I should try to craft something really good to sell. That was 305, I think. If you want, I mean, that's up to you. There, JFK. It's not doing AP resets does not require 10 out of 10 mods. You asked at the wrong time. Fair enough. There's never a bad time to get 10 out of 10 mods, but there's never a time where it's like, okay, I have to do 10 out of 10 mods or I can't play anymore, you know? Oh, it's all good there, lols. Why are we always getting this map? Or no, we haven't gotten this one yet. Never mind. Where's Aramir? Aramir's in there. I'll go downstairs, I guess. Any hex throwers over there? We do. Okay, I'll be right up with... Oh! I can get rid of this. The Countess is really good. The Mercenary is really good. The Dryad is really good for AP resets. But you can do them with anybody. Thanks for subscribing there, Sergeant Taco and Belkin. Appreciate it, y'all. I like doing them on the Countess a lot, but a big part of that is I enjoy playing the Countess actively. So, like, I'm out on the Countess anyway. I can just spam a bunch of dragons around. But you can really do them with anybody. Oh, yeah. I put some videos up with the trees. I actually did a full... You can fully AFK 4-player... quite a few 4-player maps with the GPS trees. Going good there, Breezy. We got nothing over here, huh? I guess the lower lane is covering it. Yeah, look at those Sunday chill builds. Ooh, shit. We got a volcano over here. I didn't even see that bad boy. Better upgrade it. Always, always upgrade the volcano. Go, volcano, go! Volcano needs more love, man. Every map should have a volcano on it, right? Make it cost 20 DU. Saw that hydras are really strong, so they cover even more. Ew. With greater multiple projectiles? Really? Huh. I mean, the right answer, to be honest, is you gotta 6-link this. Your Raised Spectre. With 4, you know, especially if you're using an Animate Guardian. Because you're gonna have that on the same link. Or I do, anyway. I think I'm using Raised Spectre, Animate Guardian, Meat Shield, and something else. That's the ghost special ability. I can't remember what it's called. I'll look here in a second. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's Ring of Fire. I wish it had a shorter cooldown. 60 seconds feels like forever, you know? Where's the shard that gives the pet ability cooldown reduction? We need some of that. We need one of them shards. Little late. I arrived a little late. Bastille Mesta. Loading, loading, loading. How you getting your inventory cleared so quick? Unique power servo. I mean, I definitely don't need any more of those, but it's nice seeing back-to-back mods. What's going on, Mark? How you doing? I didn't load in quick enough. Alright, what's Aramir got going? He's got a tree right there. I mean, where do we even wisp this one? I guess just here and here? Here and over yonder? I really dig this map. I like the twisty, turny, short, compact. I definitely dig it. Oh, hex throwers will throw at the core. That sucks. Hex throwers, they ought to call them hacks throwers. This guy's got all the hacks. Damn dirty hacks throwers. You check the alt while you're internal loading. I need to start doing that too. That'd probably shave like 15 seconds of runoff. I mean, without a doubt, I can clear the alt's inventory before my main loads in. Yeah, this map is awesome. I wish it dropped a different crafting material, because this map I could farm. I mean, I could put an ungodly amount of hours into this map and not feel one bit bad about it. If it was reroll tokens, or even clusters for that matter, I would farm this map all day. But, I mean, once you get close to 1,000 quills, you just ain't gonna be needing any more quills, you know? I don't know. You'd have to ask the people who designed it. I need to get one of these snazzy pets for my alt, huh? Nah, the secret drop is the slimy ghost cat. It's a 5% drop chance. It's like it's a cat version of Dragolich, basically. I ended up getting a ton of those. Like in the first 2 days, I got like 6 of them. What are we on? 307. God dang, Nightbot getting all spammy, huh? Plaguing Hawk down. There was a new hero and 2 new maps added in the last couple of months here, Trippy. One of the 2 new maps has a new boss, too. Got a literal minimum roll Cobalt Cleanser on the alt. How often do you see a true minimum roll, you know? No dice on the 3 in a row. What do we got? Timmy? Oh, out of juice. Or no, I went overboard. There we go. Thanks for subscribing there, Bard. I do appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. going on, Don? How are you? A few months ago, your Fisher used to do like 3 to 5 million on a buff beat. There was a stat squitch. Everything was reduced down to 10%, including the enemy health. It was part of the last big update. Yeah, still the same, but smaller numbers. Like in super high survival waves or on 945 plus Onslaught, you'll notice a definite difference. But for the majority of play, it's the same. Instead of hitting something that has 100 million health for 3 million, you're hitting something that has 10 million health for 300,000. Yeah, they'll still roast Chaos 9 for sure. I mean, everything still works. Nothing really became invalidated or whatever by it. Didn't realize you missed an update. It happens, it happens. That's the good thing about DD2. Pretty easy to jump back into. You can take breaks and come back from the game. It's the same game, you know, just new stuff to collect or whatever. Got burned out on resets a couple years ago and came back. A lot of new stuff. Yeah. Yeah, definitely nice. I do that with Warframe. Like, I'll play Warframe really hard for 2 or 3 weeks, then not play it again for a year. Come back, you got a couple new frames, a few new weapons to collect, and then take a break for another year. You know? I do that quite frequently with Warframe. Onslaught is the ultimate endgame challenge, Rodrigo. It's all about when you get to that level, you're far past the difficulty of floor 999. And it's all about bringing friends. So more friends equals more people boosting. So ideally you have an initiate, a lavamancer, and a countess boosting your defenses and survival, because all those boosts stack. It's like the tower defense version of climbing Onslaught. In Onslaught, you bring friends to mow down all the lanes. Survival, you bring friends to boost the towers. And then realize too, Rodrigo, that at 151, you're without question in the top 1% of people that have pushed survival. I mean, I know you want to make it further, but you're far past what the vast majority of players are able to do. I'll probably end up doing some survival streams here soon. You can bring boosters and we'll push it up as far as we can. It's all music from another YouTube channel, Technoaxe. Got a incredible selection. What the hell? I've gotten 2 10s on the main today and not a 10 on the alt yet. Well, I mean, getting the right shards is the game. There, John. It's a game of shards, you know? You got a 10 controller, something that does crowd control. Or put it in somewhere where you're always going to have crowd control. You know? Whompers, so we shouldn't have to worry about that one. I think I could just flame R these lanes, huh? Oh shoot, I need a water R on one of them. Wondering what the hell was going on there. That's... My scaling is not exactly super high. Remember the stat squish happened there, Wise Locust. So it's not... The walls do not get up to what they used to be. That and different walls scale differently. Melody, what's up? What's up? How you been? Yeah, just get. I mean, ideally, like I said, Rodrigo. Ideally, you're in a 3-player group, and you have one initiate, one one lavamancer, and one countess, all boosting towers. And then if you have a 4-player group, have the 4th person be a rolling nuke, like on a barb or a mercenary or something. So 3 people focused on the towers, 1 person focused on the lanes. Sad about your account being banned? That stinks. All the heroes are pretty worth it, Kaiser. A lot of people absolutely love the Dryad. I know quite a few people that's all they play. They are Dryad mains, you know. Yeah, it stinks. You just can't risk, you know, you got a game that you've invested into. You can't risk that kind of stuff. Defense rate is the most important 10 out of 10 mod in the game, Smokey. There's a reason it's 50 mil. You know. One initiate, in that order. The initiate is greater than the lavamancer, is greater than the countess. But their 3 buffs do stack. So you want all 3. Well, try to appeal it, Melody. They've you know, sometimes you can appeal and they'll give you a time served. Well, I mean, like I said, you can appeal it. No ban is, there is no ban that's not unbannable, you know? But you're going to have to appeal it and talk to them and see if you have any luck. It's all exactly the same, Kaiser. The only difference is you add a tree. I mean, look what we're doing. Max range trees. Put it somewhere where it won't get hit and build your stuff, you know? Oh, well, that stinks. DD1 is kind of a masterpiece. Don't compare anything to DD1. DDA is worth playing. It's a fun game, but you're not going to get anywhere near as many hours. It's got vicious and deadly on it. Well, crowd control means an enemy is movement impaired. So if you have any slows or stuns, those are movement impairing. So that would be crowd control. So controller servo gives you more damage against enemies that are slowed or stunned. Yeah, rates are cheaper to reroll yourself, without question. But, I mean, the question was, if you're going to buy one mod, what would be the best mod to buy? Well, defense rate. I mean, it's the most important mod in the game. You know? Nice, Mert. You can search it on YouTube. It's a little Easter egg for a chest that has 2 pieces of gear in it. That's 100% of the time absolute garbage. Well, does petrify impair the enemy's movement? I mean, you can answer all those questions yourself. Is the enemy's movement impaired? If it is, then controller works. Thanks, Sir Uzar. What the hell? Still no 10s on the alt. It's the exact same thing, Uzer. There's been no reason to remake it or change it. It's... No, you gotta have a new account. There's no deleting your saves. But you can make a new Steam account for free. Depends on if you're playing hero damage or an ability power build, Belkin. And it also depends on whether or not the character can buff themselves. Like, the monk can buff himself. The dryad can buff herself. The hunter can buff himself. So if you're playing a hero damage hero, you'd want, generally speaking, swap damage, healthy power, and buff damage as your 3 mods. Thanks for following there, Snorg. And then the important thing with swap to remember is if you choose swap, go with it on multiple pieces of gear because the time stacks and doesn't become an irritating factor, you know? And then if you can't buff yourself, then you throw in another hero damage mod. I mean, the game is super, super easy, extremely basic. It just has a coat of paint on it that screams crazy depth and difficulty when it actually has none. Because it's all the same thing. There's like 2 hero damage builds and there's 2 ability power builds. And that's it. I do my engineer ability power. So in that situation, it's healthy AP, buff AP, and swap AP. If you built it off of ability power. Yeah, Gunwitch is real fun, for sure. That mobility, you know? Any hero that's just that mobile, it's just bound to be a good time. Bound to be a good time. Well, yeah, there's a big difference between those two. You got one character that you just hold down left click, and you got another character that you're constantly spamming, rotating through abilities. Well, I mean, I've got a lot of gear on my main, so I personally will never reset my main again. I have no interest in upgrading all that gear from campaign again. So for me, I will always just reset the alt more. My alt will, without a doubt, end up having more AP than my main eventually. But I mean, no wrong answer there. You choose your own experience in that regard. DDA is more like DD1, and it's quicker. Like DDA is a game of min-maxing stats, like DD1 is, but you'll be at the end game and ready to start working on min-maxing those stats very, very quick. Like in DD1 or in DDA and DD1 for that matter, the majority of the gameplay comes at end game. Where like in DD2, once you get all your stuff maxed out, there's no more going up. You know, you're capped. You can't go up any higher. You can't achieve any more power. In DDA, there's always a chance of getting that upgrade because having max anything is not realistic at all. So even getting one item that's a max roll out of all your characters is completely rare. Super, super, super rare. Well, in end game, it's a matter of farming the end game. They're both really good. What was that? One is not really better than the other. The dragons have better AoE damage. The Nimbus has better single target damage. Both crazy, crazy effective. So take your pick, really. Well, it's like DD1. It's the endless grind for perfection and better loot. That's the thing too. Are you happy with a 90% roll, or do you want to keep fishing? You know, in DD1, that's what the game is. People still play DD1 for that loot hunt. The chance of getting, you know, you're at 8k main stat or whatever, your chance of getting an upgrade is super, super, super slim. But that chance exists, and it could come on the very next map. And that's the draw for DD1. Well, that's what they tried to capture with DDA. And they did to an extent, but they lost it in other areas. So yeah, just a whole different draw. Like you're playing Diablo 3, Hercules. Are you good with that ancient, or do you have to have a primal ancient? Well, if you have to have a primal ancient, you keep on grinding, even though you're still able to complete the content with the ancient piece, you know? The primal ancient Rorg. They capped Paragon last season. I'm hoping that was first season only. It ended up turning Diablo 3 seasons into a weekend. Like, literally. You know, you're just done after, like, a solid weekend of play. Can we fit 6 up here? I think so. We got javelin throwers, but no hex throwers. We got no hex throwers down there. I've never made it to level 100. I'm always done before then. I've got one level 99 character, but I've never made it to level 100 in PoE. For me, probably never, because I don't enjoy the game mode and it's not rewarding. For you, generally speaking, most people will go up after they finish their AP resets. And then if you go all the way up, do one more AP reset to get the minimum ascension. How many 5 waves does it take to go from 99 to 100? You know, the only time I ever do 5 waves is if I want to level an alt real quick. Why would a person do what? It's too hard to call there, Kaio. I don't really have a favorite. I enjoy playing the monk, the hunter, the lava mancer, or pardon me, the monk, the hunter, the countess, the engineer, the EV. They're probably my favorite heroes, but naming one as the favorite, I don't think I could do. Yeah. From 99 100, you get 4% XP per run. Wow. 25 runs. Oof. Barb is definitely not my favorite. Give him some towers and we'll think about it. For the most part, Kaio, but I mean it's not a co-op experience, so it doesn't really matter how many people are playing. like the majority of people play solo. But it was, you know, there's one more update coming with split screen and cross saves and stuff. But after that, I wouldn't expect there to be any more content. And I mean, unless just a big wave of players start playing the game, you know, then maybe. But I think the chances of that happening are probably pretty slim. Well, see, that's the thing. It doesn't really work that way. It works that way with games that the big content creator truly enjoys and has fun. The second your video says hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored in the title, which is required by federal law in the United States, if you're getting paid to play the video, it instantly loses all credibility. Now, if someone like Asmongold or, you know, say PewDiePie came out of retirement and played a Dungeon Defenders game and they absolutely loved it and they grinded the shit out of it and they played it when they weren't getting paid to play it, oh yeah, that would make a big difference. You look at like the big success story coming from live streamers over the last decade is what Among Us is the big one. Vampire Survivors probably is another big one. But those games, well, like Among Us, the first time people played it, they were all sponsored videos. But then people kept playing it because they loved it. And that's what made them take off. It wasn't that one sponsored video that did anything. Oh, I saw that coming. Just didn't get to him in time. Little sneaky bastard right around the corner. Every cheap or free-to-play game on Steam got a huge boost because of COVID. You can literally look through like every free-to-play game's history on Steam charts, and you see that February when COVID hit, February, March, April, are like the biggest numbers the game put out in ages. You know, DD2 was like that. It had a massive spike in players for COVID. Everybody was stuck inside, you know. Got to play them video games. And deal with that asshole. Stupid Zerkers. Or wasn't a Zerker. Stupid hacks throwers. Yeah, COVID was great for the gaming industry. It's just had the side effect of killing everyone off. And causing massive, massive political debate. Oh, it's super easy from 31 to 50. Oh, you're at 50 now? It's still super easy compared to what it used to be. like, I generally don't grind them out. Aramir's here to kick me in the ass when I start lollygagging. But Aramir runs these things in like 3 hours. 3 hours, 10 minutes or whatever. Doing exactly this. Nimbus spam. Yep, you get as much range as you can get on a tree, slap it in the middle of the map, and throw a bunch of Nimbus stacks around with buffs and boosts on them. It's just crazy good. I do the same thing with dragons all the time. Best looking polearm in the game. Why, oh why did they leave you behind when they started making boss weapons? Oh, infernal combustor of glory. Instead I got this stupid looking polearm. They could have took that polearm. It's even thematically named. They could have took this polearm, put a little sort of glowy graphic around the ends, and made that the Ember Mount weapon. Why? Why? Why did they not do that? Even got the name Infernal Combustor. Nothing goes better with Ember Mount than that, right? That would have been just crazy, crazy. Wow, man, it's anti 10 out of 10 day on the alt. Holy crap. They're both really good heroes, Kaiser. Either one of those would be a great addition. Nope. Already got that covered. I mean, we can do a double whammy down here. Pick the tree up from upstairs. Yeah, defense rate, anti-melee, anti-chaos, then mass destruction, and that fleeting nature shard. I think that's what it's called. Makes them move faster. Drops are already expired. There are no more drops. The drops ended on the 31st. Welcome back there, Kenji. There will be more drops in the future, but the current drop campaign is over. I don't have any. Here's one. 667k, 3 times a second. So figure what? Not quite 2 mil non-crit. I mean, once you throw the crits in the mix, it'll be well over 2 mil. DPS. You don't see the Huntress used a lot anymore. The Hunter basically replaced the Huntress. The only time people really use the Huntress now is for the explosive traps and high Onslaught floors. The Hunter basically made the Huntress not necessarily obsolete, but kind of obsolete. The Hunter is a Huntress that has 100% crit chance all the time. So why would, of course you would go with the crit chance. Just doing alt AP resets. I don't know, it's the only reason I do play Onslaught at all. My favorite game mode. Get wrecked, Captain. That pet ability is so damn cool, man. I absolutely love that thing. You know, that pet ability is what the engineers Steam Blast should be. That would be the most awesome engineer Steam Blast. Wow, man, still no 10s on the alt. Crazy. What's going on there, Mr. Wizzy? How you doing? Go, go, loading screen, go. Nice, nice. Out of juice. Oh shit, I didn't see those. Aramir already built it. Because people are playing it. I mean, they just updated DD1. You know, people playing it. They're gonna update it. And then DD2, of course, being free to play, every update brings fresh monetization to the company, so they can get that cash money. It's the same as it's always been. The player base comes and goes when there's an update, but it's the same as it's been for years and years and years, on average. Like, if you averaged out 2023, it's going to be the same as it was in 2018, 2019, 2020. It's, you know, it's all about the updates. When the update comes, the player base goes up, and then in between updates, it drops back down. I mean, same as pretty much any live service game, really. I don't really have a favorite. I enjoy playing all of them, and they all get grindy. So I like taking breaks. I mean, I got more time into DD2 than any of the other games, but I wouldn't quite say DD2 is my favorite. I've just played it more. DD1, it's just absolutely epic game. You know, it's hard to put that one even in the same conversation as any of the other DD games. It was just something new and fresh and, you know, brand new genre. At the time, the only other game of its type really was Orcs Must Die, that released a week before DD1 released. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, everybody's got their game they want to play, you know? No wrong answers. If you're enjoying it, then you're doing it right. Get wrecked. Stupid assassin. What was he thinking? The RNG in this game hates your Dryad. The RNG in this game hates everyone. Hates absolutely everyone. For the Nimbus, it's not a massive addition. For the Hornet's Nest, it is a pretty big addition. But for the Nimbus, it's not really. So no real need to sit on the... I mean, you can. Nothing wrong with it. But no need to do it. The orc ladies are still to this day your most hated game mob. Surprised it's not assassins. I think it's assassins for most people. Oh, that's for sure, Belkin. No, there is no Dungeon Defenders game that ever tried to pretend like it wasn't a grind fest. And yeah, breaks are always good, for sure. Ooh, I just hit the 450 gem milestone on my Alts Battle Pass. Oh, wait a minute, there's not 450 gems. Why did I just get 450 gems? It recognized this, it recognized that map as a adventure, I bet. Diablo RNG? I don't know. See, the thing with Diablo is you can get something functional, you know, without being a max roll. You can still put together a functional build. Sith Phil with the gift sub. Thank you so much, Phil. At it again, even. Thanks a ton, man. I don't have a pet on my dryad. Or yeah, I do. It just hadn't loaded in yet. There is no shard stacking, Bruno. That is not a thing. Or you meant the shard pack stacking. Yeah, you meant the shard pack stacking. Could potentially be getting a shard vault in 2024. That's going to be crazy, crazy high quality of life. Oh, for sure. Shard Vault is an instant buy. Most people use Sandboxy, Dead Meat. It's free software. And, I mean, there's different ways to do it. You just Google how to run more than one Steam account. Sith Phil, thank you so much. Little spooters coming out over there. Draken Lord gonna be dead by the time I get there. Yeah. Definitely optional. Not really a requirement at all. It is good if you just want to grind. It's really good crafting materials and stuff. So, I mean, it's worth doing as far as the grind goes. Where the hell's it at? Did I miss it? Well, you get a bag and a vault for going through the new player quest line. So, I mean, that's monetization. I'm surprised they even added in that, to be honest. Yeah. That would probably be RIP PC, Dead Meat. I mean, that's asking a little much, you know? I mean, just the simulacrum's going to be running at 5 frames per second anyway, right? Need to find a build that doesn't tank your graphics for the league mechanic this year, or this league, Dead Meat. You get into a real juiced up tanky delirium map or whatever, and you got like your game is gonna freeze up for like 30-second periods. You know. I'm thinking that's gonna help me because I'm doing SRS this league, so I'm thinking that's gonna help me out if I go to that the new gem, the SRS of enormity or whatever, because it lowers the count from 20 to 6. Well, you'd be trying to run 3 instances of games that none of the games that you're playing are optimized at all. So, yeah, it's just that's a pretty huge demand on your machine. Now, I have run 2 instances of DD2 plus a rando idle game, plus watch Netflix before, all at the same time, and didn't really have any issues. Why did I build all this here for just a flyer lane? Must have been smoking the old crack pipe a little hard. I'm not sure why I did that. I could have swore I saw a ground lane there. Uh-oh, tree down. Looks like Aramir's already on it. You almost had to do a 180 there, Aramir. So close. So close, yet so far away. Playing Penance Brand. How painful is Penance Brand for mapping though? I mean, obviously it's beast for bossing. Oh, I know. Penance Brand is ridiculous. But it's full single target damage though, isn't it? Like how does it work with the league mechanic? Thanks for following there. Chalabamba. Oops. Yeah, I've seen a few of their videos. Fast AF. Their stuff is all ridiculously way out of my budget. I mean, when it starts costing hundreds of divine to put a build together, it's definitely out of my budget. I'm addicted to too many other grind games to come up with that kind of currency. Too much grind and not enough time, you know? It's treated that way by many players. There, Raven. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I watch a whole lot of Netflix while I'm playing DD2 at night. So what's the alt leveling strat now? What's the fastest way through? Like, does that hollow palm thing still work? Well, I mean, what makes a game an idle game is how you choose to play it, you know? If you play it like an idle game, then it'll be an idle game for you, you know? A lot of people play cookie clicker and actually click the cookie. You know? I've only done that once before. It is super convenient. Well, one league I ended up leveling, like, I had like 5 alts. And I used, you know, obviously the same set of gear and everything for all of them. I really want to alt this league, but God, I just do not want to go through that campaign. It's an alt, for God's sakes. Let me pay my 4 divine and sit in a 5-way and just get auto leveled up. It is indeed. We're at 3:15. Make a pretty decent time today. That's what, it's going to be like 14 maps in 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, but you still got to sit there. Huh. How does that work? Because you still got to click all the buttons. Going through the campaign is not... 200% movement speed blasting. Man, that's arguably worth it. If it didn't take the 3 hours, because you can do it yourself in 4, right? I mean, if you were really good, you could probably do it in close to that anyway. Oh, they click the objectives for you? Well, that's huge. No, okay. What's going on there, Bento? How you doing? They do all the killing and protecting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no problem with paying for a 5-way to get an alt leveled up. But just something makes me feel like that's not the greatest deal, because you can already do it super fast with like the hollow palm setup. Farming up some moats. Nice, nice. Gotta get your moats, man. Oh yeah, getting your stuff leveled out. Quite pricey, for sure. That's why I won't. That's why I do the resets on my alt now. I won't do any more on the main. There's just no way I'm gonna spend all those materials and gold to level back up. No, they haven't. There's been no mention of tweaking the gold gain. I mean, that's what the ancient power system is for. Right. Man, the tree is almost big enough to cover over here. So close. Thanks for following their Sumply Farty. Stupid rollers. What was that? Hex thrower? Not sure. A Sith Phil with the gift sub again? Thanks so much there, Phil. Well, my Frost Strike Aura is just there to hold Destructive Pylon. So, Destructive Pylon and Ranged Pylon on it. For boost auras, Destruction, Boosted Power, and then like Deadly Strikes if you need more range. Well, I mean, just for completionist's sake, I'd probably go to 70. As far as power gain, all you really need to do is 1 to get your Ascension caps unlocked. But, I mean, I would, you know, if you want to grind and you want to continue to play the game, there's no reason not to go to 70 and get all the points, you know? Something to do. Gives you a very achievable goal to hit. As far as just like getting through the game and getting to Chaos 10 and putting in, you know, a little bit of Onslaught or a little bit of survival, if that was my goal, I would just do the 1. Power, crit chance, crit damage, and lifesteal is what I would put my first points into. I mean, I would prioritize power and lifesteal probably first. And then throw a couple points into crit, a couple points into, you know, like maybe go 2 into each one and 3 into, or then max out power maybe. All right, you could max out power, go 1 into lifesteal, and then you could put 2 points into. Actually, it'd be better off just to put all 4 points into crit chance. The remaining points. Don't leave that ancient lifesteal out, especially as you climb up and you get in Chaos 10 gear or whatever. It turns into a pretty incredible amount of healing. Thanks for following there, Nuke It Hard and Satira. Appreciate it, y'all. Welcome, welcome. Where are we at? 316. 4 more maps. And this reset will be complete. Called Ring of Fire. It's specific to that pet. Definitely a super cool ability. Very, very, very fun. Either ignore the Bastille Master or nuke the Bastille Master with your hero, but Bastille Masters are without question responsible for more losses than anything. There's just no doubt about that, you know? You need more over there, Aramir? I can turtle this one more in the mid. Bastille Master pops a shield up that reflects damage to the defense that did the damage. So if it's a defense that can be destroyed, actually that was enough for another Nimbus on that side. That would be better than 12. Because you want the damage to come before the heal. Whichever one you activate first is the one that procs first. So the first one does damage to you. The second one heals you. And you never lose, you know, and you become an invincible tank. Smooth sailing here. Upgrading rings is just a vanity thing. They don't gain a whole lot from it. It's a way for you to soft flex and say, look at all the gold I spent for no reason. So, I mean, there is a gain. It's just very, very small. We're on 317. The flyers didn't actually have any flyers come out? Yeah, there's one. I just haven't paid attention to him. The Nimbus is wrecking them so fast. Tuskar rolling out. See what we gonna get next. Crazy, man. Still no 10s on the alt yet today. Poor alt ain't getting nothing. Hi, Rollers. Well, no point in putting much over here. Just something for the birds. This is 318. We got 2 more to go. You know what? We got 10 DU left over. I'm going to get rid of this and put down that for my destructive pylon. That way the roller's not getting CC'd. Make it out of there a little quicker. Sometimes I get distracted and quite frequently. So some are quicker than others, you know. Probably as fast as like 3.5 to 4 hours, and as slow as like 7, depending on how much I'm derping around and screwing off and not really paying attention. Tesla coil down. Oh no. Shame I can't stand on that little ledge right there. C10 Ramster video. Probably do that. That is so weird that Tesla coil keeps getting destroyed. What is... I don't even... Oh, it's getting dive bombed, I bet, by flyers. I haven't been paying attention, but... I bet that's what it is. Ooh, we got the hard push on the other side, huh? Oh, it's the carnival flyers that are doing it. We might be roller rocket protected right here. I'm sure there's a few. No, I am definitely not roller rocket protected. They're dive bombing from inside the spawn protection. Damn carnival flyers in their uppityness. Sometimes the visual doesn't go off on that pad, or I just didn't see it. Put your dummy relic on there. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Nope. Did I not hit the button? I must not have hit the button. Going on there, little crow? How you doing? You should still have time to get it done, Kenny. Just make sure you're always doing your dailies and weeklies and you'll knock it out. You'll have to contact support if you bought the pass and it's saying you don't have it. Uzar, thank you so much. I don't think the support command works on YouTube. Can somebody on Twitch do exclamation support and I'll copy paste it? Thank you very much. Here you go, Static. You submit a ticket right there. Now, I think they're still on break from the holiday. I'm not sure if they've returned to the office yet. They definitely should. Or I think they'll be back in the next day or two. No, it's got to be C8 for the weapon to drop, Little Crow, so it'll be C8 or higher. No boss weapons prior to Chaos 8. Or you can just buy it from another player, and then it will downscale down to wherever you're at. I think this is 55 on my alt. There, Razor. I'm not positive on that, but I believe it's 55. You're resetting your alt as well. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's a pretty good grind. I mean, it's good crafting materials and make some decent gold and everything while you're doing it. Torchbearer, I don't think is hitting very hard, and the range on it is really, really small. But yeah, it goes real, real well with Drakenlord's Soul. That is for damn sure. I'm not sure if it will proc off of them, but you could always, if it does proc off of them, you could always try things like Frostfire Remnants. That would give you a nice little standstill aura hero, you know? A Cryomancer? That would be cool. Yeah, a lot of those look really cool. Call of the Kobold, I love it. I love that firework. Where'd you put the Nimbus at over here? Aha. Day it is. What's going on, Mirage? How you doing? I'm guessing he has Destructive Pylon on it. Or no, Destructive should be... He's got some kind of... Or he's probably got Range Pylon on it, maybe. I'm not sure. He's got a Pylon on it, it would be my guess. Destructive... Oh, okay, that's a boss killer LSA. So Destructive Pylon and Range Pylon are on those reflects. No. Little Crow, that's not really a possibility at all. It would cost more money to do than the game could ever make back. The problem isn't the servers. The problem is the server software, the Playverse system. And game engines are just not... It's not that easy just to migrate a game to a new engine, especially a game like DD2 where the engine has been heavily modified. Like, they used all kinds of custom engine add-ons in Unreal 3, which are not friendly for like Unreal 5. So it's just not a... It would cost as much as making a whole new game, basically. So if you're going to do that, you might as well make a brand new product, right? As they just wouldn't, you know, it would be millions of dollars. They'd never be able to recoup it. Where if they made a new product, then, you know, sky's the limit. That's fair. The first 50 go pretty smooth. You can get them done really, really quick. Well, there's never going to be that. No game does that. I mean, is there a sequel to any game where you could bring the old characters into the new game for free? I mean, that's just not a thing that happens. So it definitely won't have a mechanic like that. But yeah, I mean, it's their... They own the IP. So, you know, it's... Ooh, killed myself on the Bastille Master. I mean, they own Dungeon Defenders, so it's... would make sense that down the road... the Dryad, pretty much in every category, would beat the Abyss Lord out. Their aesthetic. Better DPS output, more versatile defenses. The Abyss Lord is not good at anything. The Abyss Lord is good crowd control if you play him actively, but that is about it. He's usable, but he's not good at any... He has no one standout thing that he's incredibly good at. Situationally, the archers are crazy powerful, but you have to have a map that's going to allow you to shoot between both sides of them, you know? Yeah, it's just a really small genre. It's not a genre that has a lot of players. So when developers are making new games, the last thing that they would want to do is make an action defense game, you know? You want to make something that's going to appeal to a wider audience for the most part. We only need 2, huh? Yeah. Well, the Abyss Lord was just such a meta for a long time, you know? The Skeletal Archers with the crazy range and power they had when they first came out. It was just a super meta on every map. You know, they would reach across the world and you could just build stacks of them wherever you wanted and they'd just wreck it. And the walls, I guess that's one thing. The Abyss Lord's walls are really good. The Orcs and the Colossus are both crazy. Archers are still good. They just get outclassed by other things. It's from the Ember Mount Volcano, Mirage. It's the Chaos 8 or higher. It's the Phoenix weapon. Oh shit, it's 320 already. Holy crap. 319 kind of was a blur. We off to town for resets after this one. I'm not 100% positive yet. I gotta just get into the swing of doing it. But I mentioned last week that I might start doing late night streams. I mean, I'll still do my normal daytime stuff. But I may start doing some late night streams after my wife and mother-in-law go to bed at night. Because I always game. I play for several hours usually. And, you know, a lot of times I'll record videos then. But I think I'm going to try to start live streaming at night. So I'll do 2 streams most days. One during the day and one at night. And I'm not positive yet, but I may start that tonight. This will be the last map here of this stream. As I am getting hungry. I want to get me something to eat. But I could potentially do a late nighter. I know it'll be friendlier, it'll be friendlier for probably folks in Australia or Asia more than anywhere else, but I figure I'm always logging all these game hours at night. I might as well stream, right? If I do it, I will start around 9 p.m. Pacific time, so it'll be late. Go from like 9 to midnight or 9 to 1. Would be 6 a.m. for you? Oof. Yeah, don't get up for that. That whatever, the night streams will always be pretty chill streams, so you're not really going to be missing anything. I just figured since I'm playing, I might as well stream, you know? $1 a.m. in Germany now. Oof. I'm not sure. What time is it right now? Your place there, Belkin. It would be a better time for you when you look at the time now. That's fair. Well, go to sleep, Mirage. Sleep for the win. Sleep is greater than all the things. I need to get me some of that, man. The Path of Exile grind is real. It's 3 nights in a row now. I've been up till like 4 in the morning playing PoE. I'm going to need to... It's going to catch up to me here before too long. I'm going to need to get me some sleep. Like 2 more hours till you can sleep. Once you get used to it, you know, it's rough to recover from. Like I, you know, worked in casinos for so long. I always had really, really late night shifts. It's hard to get out of that once you're kind of trained yourself to do it, you know? Have to work again next week. That'll be rough. Oh, yeah. In bed right now? Well, that's fair. All right. Off to town we go. We'll try it out. I'm gonna dump into that enormity, the SRS enormity gem, and see what happens. They're expensive right now, but I mean, what else you gonna spend the divines on, right? All right, Alt AP reset. Oh, that was 56. I thought it was 55. So I'm on 57 now. You're on 84. Very nice, very nice. Wow, not a 10 out of 10 all day today on the alt. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. We get anything good here? Negative. Boo. Anybody selling anything? No, nothing I want. All right. Well, anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. I will be back live again tomorrow for sure, and then possibly tonight. Not 100% certain about the tonight yet. It's just I got to get over the hump and get in the swing of streaming at night when I'm used to just kind of chilling. But that's going to be coming soon. 19:21 or 7:21 p.m. I'm used to going by the 24-hour clock, so 1921 sounds more natural to me. But like most people here in the United States go by the 7 a.m., 7 p.m. bit. So I'm kind of used to both, I guess. Aramir's probably going to do 2 more resets today. Watch him. I bet he does. I bet he's 2 more resets in today. It's just crazy. But anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for the moment. Let me take a look and see if anybody I know is streaming any DD2 here. Unbound Angel sounds familiar, but I'm not positive. I don't think there's anybody streaming that I know. But yeah, anyway, y'all, thanks an absolute ton for hanging out. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful new year so far. And I will see you all either later tonight or tomorrow. Take it easy, y'all.